take the field. And last time the formula was pretty
to draw things up, whether it's on.
And he is in. Touchdown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel
a big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory.
Where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch the deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis, 77 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, that would tell me.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, Jackson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Go white 90, black 15.
Double dog, that's the way.
Load it, load it. Hey, Duke.
Check, 59. Watch the run. 59's Mike, 59.
You.
59. You don't want this.
Check 59. Go.
It's 59.
From the gun, Rivers, and he fires one incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a sack back at the 22. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, foxtrot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis, 52 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
56.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
65.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
The end result, 21 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cordero Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, 79 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
You've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? the one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
58 to Mike, 58.
Five.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play, and he picks up a first.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
offense coming back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, go Orange. Orange.
To throw again. Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for
It's
it.
our field. It's our field.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Behind. Behind.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Bravo.
Mike's 56.
Now it's Trubisky looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check back. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis. As the first half is winding down. And this Charger offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to throw deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming.
Run 80. Hey, echo.
58, boy.
Ready.
Final play of the half, Rivers. Uncorks one for Davis. They've got his man complete. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Keep it skinny. 58. Wahoo. 58. Come on. Light. 80.
From the gun, Rivers. Caught right side, Davis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Orange 5-4. Hey, Charlie. Cute.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Let's go, bring it at their own 38-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert.
Every day, any day.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them.
And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. Now the return will stop right around the 25. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On third down, it's Jackson, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Chargers.
180, black 15.
59. Ricky. Check 15.
Hey, easy.
59. Mike to 59. All day.
Hey, zoom.
Just like that. Whip. Watch the whip.
80 hot. Hey, on the kid.
First down, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Go.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go. 58, boys.
A second down throw for Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The intended receiver there, Allen. And that takes us from second to third down.
Yards to go.
Check 390.
Mike 58 right there. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Alpha. Hey, Foxtrot.
58 to Mike. Hey, watch the slide.
Done.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
Mike.
58 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. 58 right.
To throw, Rivers. Uncorks one for Davis. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Left.
Check 31.
Hey, Delta. Hey.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Check 56.
Lock in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ran, tuck.
Watch the block, motion, block. Check.
Ran, tuck.
Check hot route.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Hey, high 7.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, he's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis 55 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now Trubisky to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
56. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 56. Big stop, D.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit. I'm falling back on my playing days. If I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me, and they couldn't complete a pass like that, my confidence really rose at that point. I probably said a few things to him to that effect.
Well, I just looked down. You're right. It's a 3-inch height difference. But, these defensive backs, they can jump so high. That's not that big of a difference now in the NFL, is it?
Athleticism.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. In the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throw right side, caught by Davis. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got Moncrief. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
180.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Hey, 79. 79.
Rivers again. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Silver. 58.
Smooth.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming. 58, boys, 58.
From the red zone now, Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Room. Hey, Haywood.
Again, it's Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Set. Black 15.
Rabbit. Alert 3.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Rivers now, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
18.
Showed up. Check 9. Check 9.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And nearly another game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And he fields it cleanly. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Under crunch. Load it. Load it.
Check 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, kid.
Hey, go orange.
59.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Mike.
Hey, Echo.
59.
Rivers here to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Red Delta! Hey, wahoo! Hey.
58, right over there. Yeah. Right there.
On play action, Rivers. Buying time to his left. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Cluster.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bears will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors,
ladies and gentlemen,